Hello, I'm Tad Bradley, the North American representative for Tropic Ecuador, based here in Seattle, Washington. I have the managing director of Tropic Ecuador on the line, live from Quito, Josy Van Carvalho. How are you this afternoon, Josy?
I'm doing great, thank you. Very excited about sharing some more information about our operations here in Ecuador.
So if you haven't watched our Galapagos by Land webinar, make sure you spend some time to do that. You can learn a lot more about what Tropic does with their lodge-to-lodge and land-based programs in the Galapagos. I do think, however, that people sometimes forget that there's a lot more to Ecuador than just the Galapagos Islands. And Tropic has a long history of developing very unique, tailor-made itineraries throughout the country. On the mainland in particular, their roots started in the Amazon about 20 years ago. And Josy is now going to give us a little bit more detail on some of those very authentic and unique experiences that Tropic can put together for your clients, both tailor-made as well as some of our expeditions that we have planned in the Andes and in the Amazon. So I'm going to throw this back to Josy and let him dive into the mainland journeys with Tropic Ecuador. Josy.
Thanks so much, Ted. Well, as you said, this is a great follow-up from the Galapagos webinar that we did last week. And basically what we felt that was missing is that this component of inspiring reasons why you should take your clients or convince your clients to stay a little bit longer with us and not think about the Galapagos as a standalone destination, but Ecuador, mainland, as the Galapagos, as an amazing place with lots to offer in each of these regions. Obviously, as a destination management company, we have a lot to offer on the ground, from transfer services from airports to boutique hotels in historical old towns of Quito or the main city of Guayaquil, as well as Cuenca, etc. So, but in order to keep the style of our previous presentation and to give you some guidance on unique things that Tropic can offer, we decided to keep it very brief on these opportunities to provide extensions to your clients. So first of all, talking about Quito, one of the classic things that people would do in Quito is a walking tour or a city tour of the colonial historical center of the city. What Tropic is offering nowadays is a new concept of seeing Quito. While we are still doing the walking tours and inspiring people with the beauty of our old town and historical facts about our city and the amazing architecture, we also are bringing nowadays an opportunity for people to see and have a closer interaction with the local people, with real local ambassadors. For example, chocolatiers, artists, photographers, bookmakers, behind the scenes at museums. We want people to have the same feeling that we are giving them in the Galapagos Islands by meeting local ambassadors and hosts. We want also to give the opportunity for our clients to have a closer, more authentic interaction while they're experiencing the city. As you also know, Quito is strategically located. We're very lucky to have amazing destinations in the highlands that are very close to the city. For example, Cotopaxi National Park is the second most visited national park in Ecuador after the Galapagos. And it's amazing for us to have the opportunity to share the same kind of trip style that we are offering in the Galapagos. More slow-paced, a better interaction with the destination, and we basically develop a concept of lodge-to-lodge trekking that goes along really well with the concept of island hopping in the Galapagos that we put together. So in the Cotopaxi National Park and surrounding area, we developed a line of business that is called Cotopaxi Adventure Trails. These are basically a 2-night lodge-to-lodge trekking program that enables you to walk slowly from the surrounding mountains all the way up to the snow line of the Cotopaxi volcano, which is the highest active volcano in the world. You probably heard last year that the volcano got a little bit more active than usual. I am pleased to say that nowadays the volcano is calm again. The national park is fully reopened since last year, and we are able to enjoy it as it is. Tropic also on the same line of having unique properties and lodges in remote areas, is strategically located with a strong component of local employment, social integration into our operations of the local community, as well as an ethos and involvement with conservation ethos. We would like to introduce you to Chilcabamba Mountain Lodge. This is basically another lodge of our family of lodges that is located in the northern border of the Cotopaxi National Park, featuring 7 double rooms with private bathroom, 3 cottages for families, and amazing activities around the property. We are partnering with the local community to do horseback riding activities inside the national park. We have amazing hikes on a river close by called the Pita that happens to provide 25% of water for the city of Quito, which is an incredible conservation initiative that we are developing along with local NGOs in order to protect this river. And our part of it is to basically inspire people and educate people about the importance of protecting the water heads and sources for the main cities. In the north of Quito, we also have another amazing destination. If we think about the Cotopaxi as a wilderness area surrounded by volcanoes and this amazing feel of being on your own on this unique and particular valley full of surrounding high mountains, Otavalo in the north of Quito, as well as close as Cotopaxi, is an amazing place to experience the Andean culture, which is another incredible and emblematic cultural attraction that Ecuador has to offer. And in Otavalo, we decided to offer the same concept of trekking, but instead of being a trekking more triggered towards the wilderness explorers or the keen hikers, this is more involved of an interaction with the local community, and we called it Otavalo Cultural Trails, where we have the pleasure to meet Mr. Andrango in the picture right here. So we have several characters that we are going to meet along the way, moving from fantastic lodges to another, to have another 2-night extension plan for after or before your Galapagos journey. And the Amazon rainforest, probably most of you imagine the Amazon as part of Brazil, but the Amazon region is much bigger and connects many other countries in our continent. And one fact that very few people know is that the Amazon of Ecuador is probably the easier access to the Amazon that you can get from any other country. From a very short 25-minute flight from Quito, you are already in the oil city of Coca, from where you can launch into boat rides to get to the remoter areas where the lodges are located. And basically nowadays we are working very close with the local Quechua community that owns this amazing 40,000 hectares property where we developed with them a fantastic lodge called Sunny Lodge. And basically the whole journey that goes from 4 to 5 days is about spending time with the local community, exploring the amazing trails and towers and lodge and lake that they have. There is a fantastic platform for people to see one of the most amazing and biodiverse places on Earth, which is the Yasuni National Park. This year we are launching a fantastic project called Sunny Project 2017, which is basically we are sponsoring a resident scientist and photographer who is basically sharing his findings on a daily basis with us, with incredible images like the ones that we've been enjoying throughout my presentation. And we would like to invite you to follow us on Tropic Eco on Facebook to get to know more about our initiatives with Sunny Project, as well as all of the other news that we have to share about Ecuador, Galapagos, and the different programs and projects that we are involved. With not a lot more to add, I would like to thank you very much for your time. We are really keen to start and continue the conversation with you all. We are going to be sending a lot of more information about all of these programs in detail, images. We have a huge amount of high-resolution images for you to use on your own websites and catalogs and brochures. And we're happy to collaborate. Thank you very much.